For months, intelligence agencies had been tracking the movements of Iran's leadership. Every detail was carefully analyzed: where they went, how they traveled, who they met, and where they might hide if an attack seemed imminent. Their daily routines were studied in detail until patterns began to appear. Then, suddenly, an opportunity emerged. Israel, coordinating with the United States, launched a precise military operation. What followed was not random. It was the result of months of intelligence gathering, surveillance, and strategic preparation. Operations like this are nothing new for the CIA. For nearly 80 years, the Central Intelligence Agency has operated across the globe. Governments have been destabilized, dictators have been removed from power, and covert wars have been fought far from public view. Supporters believe the CIA protects the free world. Critics see something very different: a powerful organization acting in the shadows of international politics. But how exactly does the CIA spy on the world? What methods does it use, and how powerful is it really? The Central Intelligence Agency was created in 1947, shortly after the end of World War II. At the beginning of the Cold War, the United States wanted a powerful intelligence organization capable of gathering information about foreign governments and protecting American interests around the world. President Harry Truman signed the National Security Act, which officially established the CIA. Its headquarters were built in Langley, Virginia, just outside Washington, D.C. Inside this complex, thousands of specialists work behind closed doors. Linguists translate foreign media and intercepted communications. Political scientists analyze international developments. Economists study global financial systems. Mathematicians and cryptographers attempt to break secret codes. Cyber experts search for vulnerabilities in digital networks. Scientists examine foreign technology and weapons systems. All of this information is carefully analyzed and turned into intelligence reports for the United States government. But intelligence analysis is only part of the agency's work.
The CIA is also responsible for covert operations, missions designed to influence global events without public recognition. Agents are trained in secret facilities before being deployed around the world. One of the best-known training locations is believed to be Camp Peary in Virginia, often called the Farm by intelligence insiders. The site reportedly includes training villages, shooting ranges, surveillance courses, and simulated urban environments where agents learn how to operate in real-world situations. They are trained in surveillance, counter-surveillance, intelligence recruitment, communication methods, and covert operations. The exact number of CIA employees is classified, but estimates suggest that more than 20,000 people work for the agency. Throughout its history, the CIA has been involved in numerous controversial operations. One of the earliest occurred in Iran in 1953. During the Cold War, Western governments feared that Iran might move politically closer to the Soviet Union. At the time, Iran's Prime Minister, Mohammad Mossadegh, had nationalized the country's oil industry, removing control from a British oil company. This decision created serious tensions with both Britain and the United States. In response, the CIA and the British intelligence service, MI6, launched a covert operation known as Operation Ajax. The campaign used propaganda, political influence, and support from elements within the Iranian military. Eventually, Mossadegh was removed from power and replaced by Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi, who ruled the country with strong support from Western governments. The consequences of that operation shaped Iranian history for decades and contributed to the Iranian Revolution of 1979. Another controversial program emerged in the 1950s, known as Project MK-Ultra. The CIA secretly conducted experiments aimed at understanding how human behavior could be influenced or controlled. These experiments involved drugs, psychological manipulation, and other extreme methods. Many participants did not even know they were part of the experiments. The program remained hidden for years before being exposed in the 1970s. After the terrorist attacks of September 11, 2001, the United States launched the Global War on Terror. During this period, the CIA established a network of secret detention facilities known as black sites. Suspected terrorists were detained and interrogated in these undisclosed locations. Reports later revealed that some detainees were subjected to controversial interrogation techniques such as sleep deprivation, stress positions, and simulated drowning. These practices became the subject of international criticism and legal investigations.
In the modern world, intelligence operations increasingly take place in cyberspace. In 2017, thousands of internal CIA documents were published online, revealing details about the agency's cyber capabilities. According to these documents, intelligence specialists had developed tools capable of hacking smartphones, computers, and even smart televisions by exploiting unknown software vulnerabilities. Today, intelligence agencies rely on a combination of human sources, satellite surveillance, digital interception, and advanced artificial intelligence. Much of what they do remains secret. But from Cold War covert operations to modern cyber warfare, the CIA has played a powerful role in shaping global politics for decades. And in the shadows of international conflict, intelligence agencies continue to influence events that the public may never fully understand. Much of what they do remains secret. But from Cold War covert operations to modern cyber warfare, the CIA has played a powerful role in shaping global politics for decades. And in the shadows of international conflict, intelligence agencies continue to influence events that the public may never fully understand. Behind every major geopolitical crisis, there are often invisible battles being fought long before the first missile is launched or the first soldier steps onto the battlefield. These battles are fought with information, deception, and strategy. Intelligence agencies gather enormous amounts of data every single day. Satellites orbiting high above the Earth capture detailed images of military bases, troop movements, and industrial facilities. Powerful listening stations intercept radio signals and encrypted communications traveling across continents. Digital surveillance tools scan vast networks of internet traffic, searching for patterns that might reveal hidden operations. But technology alone is not enough. Human intelligence, often referred to as HUMINT, remains one of the most valuable tools in the intelligence world. This involves recruiting individuals inside foreign governments, militaries, or corporations who are willing to secretly provide information. These individuals are known as assets. Sometimes they are motivated by money, sometimes by ideology, and sometimes by personal grievances against their own governments. Recruiting such sources is a slow and delicate process. Intelligence officers must build trust over time while avoiding suspicion from counterintelligence services. Meetings often take place in crowded public places where surveillance is more difficult. Messages may be hidden in encrypted digital files, coded emails, or even through traditional methods such as dead drops, secret locations where information is exchanged without direct contact. These operations require patience and discipline. One mistake can expose an entire network. Throughout the Cold War, intelligence agencies from both the United States and the Soviet Union engaged in a massive global espionage competition. Cities such as Berlin, Vienna, and Istanbul became centers of spy activity.
Diplomats, journalists, and business people sometimes served as covers for intelligence officers operating abroad. The stakes were enormous.
Information about nuclear weapons, missile technology, and military strategies could shift the balance of power between superpowers. One famous example occurred in the early 1960s during the Cuban Missile Crisis. American reconnaissance aircraft discovered Soviet nuclear missile installations being constructed in Cuba. The intelligence gathered from those photographs played a crucial role in informing U.S. leadership and ultimately helped prevent a potential nuclear confrontation. Moments like this demonstrate the true power of intelligence. Accurate information can prevent wars, but incorrect or manipulated intelligence can also lead nations into conflict. One of the most controversial examples occurred in the early 2000s. Intelligence assessments suggested that Iraq possessed weapons of mass destruction. These claims were later heavily disputed, but they were used to justify the invasion of Iraq in 2003. The consequences of that decision reshaped the Middle East for years to come. The intelligence world operates in a constant state of uncertainty. Analysts must interpret incomplete information, hidden intentions, and complex geopolitical dynamics. Decisions are often made with limited knowledge under immense pressure. Today, intelligence agencies face challenges that are very different from those of the Cold War era. Cyber warfare has become one of the most important battlegrounds. Governments around the world invest heavily in digital espionage capabilities. Sophisticated malware can infiltrate government systems, financial networks, or critical infrastructure. Some cyber operations remain hidden for years before they are discovered. In many cases, it is difficult to determine who was responsible for the attack. This ambiguity creates a new kind of conflict, one where nations can engage in hostile actions without openly declaring war. Artificial intelligence is also transforming the intelligence landscape. Advanced algorithms can analyze enormous data sets far faster than human analysts. These systems can detect patterns in satellite images, identify suspicious financial transactions, and monitor global communication networks. However, even the most advanced technology cannot replace human judgment. Intelligence analysis ultimately requires interpretation, context, and strategic understanding. Meanwhile, the geopolitical world continues to evolve. New powers are emerging, alliances are shifting, regional conflicts are becoming more complex. Intelligence agencies must constantly adapt to new threats, new technologies, and new political realities. Despite their secrecy, these organizations play a significant role in shaping international events. Many operations will never be publicly confirmed. Many successes will remain classified for decades, and many failures will only become known years later through leaked documents, historical investigations, or declassified archives. The world of intelligence is a world of shadows, a world where information is power, a world where silent operations can change the course of history without the public ever realizing what truly happened behind the scenes. And as global tensions continue to rise, intelligence agencies will remain one of the most powerful and most mysterious forces operating in international politics. Because long before history records the visible events of wars and revolutions, the hidden battles of intelligence have already often determined their outcome.
In the face of escalating global tensions, intelligence agencies remain one of the most powerful and secretive forces in international politics.
Long before history records the visible events of wars and revolutions, the hidden power struggles of intelligence services have often already determined their outcome. If you'd like to learn more about covert operations, intelligence agencies, and the hidden stories behind global events, let me know in the comments. What topics interest you most, and what would you like to see covered in the next video?